Welcome to this video on the 5% rule in money, focusing on the rent versus buy decision and the secret math of wealth creation. Our goal is to help you master your financial future. Many consider a home their best investment, but for some, buying can be a mathematical mistake costing hundreds of thousands. The $500,000 decision question is your biggest asset actually a liability? The 5% rule provides clarity. Let's debunk the myth that rent is throwing money away. Home ownership involves unrecoverable costs like maintenance, property taxes, and interest. Plus, there's opportunity cost. Money tied up in home equity isn't growing in the stock market. Remember, rent is the maximum you pay, a mortgage is the minimum. The 5% rule, popularized by Ben Felix, calculates the unrecoverable costs of owning a home. If you can rent a comparable home for less than 5% of its value per year, you are better off renting. The breakdown is 1% taxes, 1% maintenance, and 3% capital cost. The 5% rule is based on 3 pillars of cost: 1% for property taxes, an annual government bill that doesn't build equity, 1% for maintenance, covering repairs and general wear and tear, and 3% for the cost of capital, which is the interest on debt or lost stock market gains. Pillar 1 is property taxes at 1%. These are a direct, unrecoverable cost. For a $500,000 home, a 1% tax means $5,000 annually, gone forever. This expense varies by location and increases as the home value rises. Pillar 2 is maintenance at 1%. Homes degrade over time, and a standard rule is to budget 1% of the home value annually to maintain its condition. This covers everything from roofing and siding to plumbing, HVAC, aesthetics, and general upkeep. Pillar 3 is the cost of capital at 3%, or the opportunity cost. If you use $100,000 for a down payment, you lose the potential 7 to 10% return in the S&P 500. The estimated gap between mortgage interest and expected investment returns is roughly 3%. Use the break-even calculation to find your indifference point. Home value multiplied by 0.05 divided by 12 equals the break-even monthly rent. If your actual rent is less than this result, renting is better. If it's more, buying is better. In this case study of a $600,000 home, the annual unrecoverable cost is $30,000, making the monthly break-even rent $2,500. If you can rent this same home for $2,200, you are saving $300 monthly by renting and investing the difference. The 5% rule also applies to diversification in your investment portfolio. Never invest more than 5% of your total portfolio into a single company or crypto coin. The goal is risk management, protecting your wealth from a single point of failure. Buying a home also has advantages. These include forced savings through principal payments, stability with fixed payments, leverage on the full home value with only a 20% down payment, and freedom for customization. Renting offers its own hidden wins. These include mobility to pursue higher-paying jobs without selling costs and liquidity, since capital is invested, not locked in walls. Rent is a fixed expense with no surprise repairs, and you gain time wealth, no weekends spent on maintenance. When comparing real estate versus stocks, long-term returns adjusted for inflation show the S&P 500 stocks return 7.0% annually, while U.S. housing returns 1.5%. While housing returns are lower, leverage from mortgages can amplify gains at the cost of higher risk. You should consider buying when you plan to stay for 10 or more years, when local rent is expensive, exceeding the 5% rule, or when the personal joy of ownership outweighs the financial math. Let's review common mistakes to avoid. These include ignoring transaction costs, which can total up to 10% of a home's selling price, and buying only for tax breaks, as saving 30 cents in taxes isn't worth spending $1. Also, don't underestimate repairs or fail to invest the difference when renting. Key takeaways include calculating the 5% to know your break-even rent and accounting for unrecoverable costs like taxes, interest, and maintenance. Don't feel the fear of missing out. Real estate isn't the only path to wealth. Finally, diversify by applying the 5% rule to your portfolio stocks too. There is no right answer, only the right math for you. Wealth is about assets that work for you while you sleep, not the house you live in. Run your numbers today and determine if your housing situation supports or harms your wealth. Thank you for watching this video. Don't miss the next lesson. Subscribe for more deep dives into the math of money. Drop a comment and tell us, are you team buy or team rent?